So you groom like black diamonds all the time. I guess I always thought some of the steepest slopes weren't groomed.
Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 2026. I'm going to go on record as saying this year sucks.
Already.
Sucks.
Well, yeah.
Don't like it? Oh, my goodness. Could 2026 get any suckier?
I'm just looking forward to 2027.
No, this one's going to hurt. That's my favorite. When a big star goes down, a big celebrity dies early in January, and then they're like, oh, 2026.
Already in the tank.
This one got me. Here's the thing. One of us could be this person. You imagine? We recorded this before January 6th, and then on January 6th, this airs, but we're dead.
Now we're future tripping.
Oh, man. Ed and I were in Tahoe. I watched Eddie on a Wheel of Fortune slot machine win over 2,100 quarters. And both of us looked at each other and we're like, how much money is that?
Like, do I own something now?
We couldn't figure it out. But then when we did the math and we figured out that it was well over $500, Eddie's wife perked right up. Like, Megan was just like, whoa, there's my man.
There we go, on the slot machine over there.
She was so excited. She'd been eyeing a new Patagonia jacket or something. I don't know. That was good. That was a good one. I had some good wins too. I mean, I was just sports betting. I was just knocking it out of the park with everything. Couldn't lose. I had my father-in-law with me, and there was this one game that I needed the over on. With 2 minutes left, the wrong team had the ball, and they were up by a ton, so there was no need to score. Game was over. So I went and started doing some work in the garage. Well, 15 minutes later, my father-in-law comes down, and he's like, hey, I'll buy that ticket off of you. I'm like, hey, what happened? He's like, you won. And it was like a big bet. It was a 4-leg parlay. It was a good amount. And he tells me just all these random things that happened for me to win. And then he's just mad at me for not getting excited. And I'm like, well, I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like you're just telling me I won. So I'm like, yeah. He's like, I've never seen someone win that kind of money and have no reaction. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. You're not a good storyteller.
It's on you, Greg.
It's on you. You gotta build it up a little bit. I don't know that we were in Tahoe, but pre-Tahoe we were in Montana.
Yep.
Okay. Now, Montana, which I know they love to be like, stop coming here, California folks, and buying up all our land and enjoying our air. I have no desire to do that.
Nope.
Every time I'm in Montana, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I don't live here. It's beautiful. It's nice.
Right.
But I'm like, yeah, I get it. Okay. There's room. I was walking downtown Billings, and this truck drove by, and I just immediately knew that I'm like, I'm going to talk about this on the show. Are we still calling this the show?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Are the fans still calling it the show?
Yeah.
Are there still fans?
Of the show, yes.
No, but I knew as soon as I saw this truck, and I was like, get your phone. I couldn't get my phone and couldn't record quick enough. I had gloves on. Anyway, you get it. It was a pickup truck, and it had a huge flag in the back of the pickup truck, and it said, "Slaughter all pedophiles."
Wow.
And I just couldn't have been happier.
It's a pretty good flag to see.
Just slaughter all pedophiles. I don't know. I mean, if that guy's, maybe he was molested as a child. First of all, no one is pro-pedophile.
Right.
So let's take that off the table. But to drive around and be like, I need a huge flag waving off the back of my automobile that says slaughter all pedophiles. I don't know what agenda that accomplishes other than making me laugh.
It's giggles.
I wanted to wave him down and go, I'm from California. Let's talk.
Hey, what's your beef?
What's your stance on liberals? Yeah. So anyway, I just think I think it's good. I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe just a bumper sticker.
But the big flag, that's a lot.
And slaughter. Is
Uh-huh.
that the right word?
That's a good word.
I mean, I don't care what you do to them. I don't know if I need to advertise it. Also, if you're driving a truck, trucks are kind of loud to begin with, and he had big tires, and they're knobby, so they're making some road noise. I get that it's a function thing, that he might need that truck to perform that way,
Right.
but it's not enjoyable when you're sitting in the cabin. You can't compare that ride to, a nice luxury sedan.
Right.
And then to constantly hear the flapping of your slaughter all pedophiles flag would be annoying.
Also, does he do other things in that truck during the day? Like pick up
Yeah,
kids?
does he go to church on the weekends and they're like, hey, we agree that pedophiles are horrible, but your slaughter all pedophiles is making some awkward conversations with some of the kids and their parents, and they'd like you just to park a little further away if you could. The size was so it was almost as if he had just left the parade route.
He was part of something earlier.
Is a slaughter all pedophiles flag similar to the American flag where when it deteriorates, you need to replace it?
Quite possibly.
Does he have to keep it lit at night? That would be a concern of mine.
Can it touch the ground?
If you do slaughter a pedophile, does he take that flag and fold it in a strategic manner and hand it to the victim? Wonder what shape you would fold the flag into to give to the victim. I have an idea. I just don't know that you could actually get a flag into that shape.
What's the shape?
A cock?
I think there is a way to do
You can't fold a flag into a cock.
I can fold a cloth napkin into a cock and make it raise off the table. So yeah, I think you could do a flag too.
Yeah. Speaking of mountain men and groomers, today's guest ticks both boxes. Enjoy.
Tosh Show.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. If my father-in-law were ever right about anything, Florida would have been in a bowl game, but he was wrong, and I was right, that they had no chance of going 500 this year. I called it at the beginning of September. Anyway, let's do the next best thing and pick less on every offensive projection you see for the Florida Gators basketball team against Tennessee this weekend. That's how you set a lineup. If I'm wrong, at least I get to see my father-in-law be happy, and if I'm right, I get paid. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code TOSH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TOSH to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Tosh Show.
My guest today is a groomer, and not the kind that goes on Minecraft to prey on underage users. He's doing some real cowboy shit at night up on a ski mountain, dangling off the side of a double black diamond in a 20,000-pound snowcat, so that privileged assholes can have fun until 4 o'clock. Please welcome, from my home mountain in Lake Tahoe, ski groomer Bandit.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Bandit. That's your nickname, right?
Yep.
What's your real name?
Real name is Michael.
Does anybody call you Michael?
No, most people don't know that, and you just told them all.
Nah, don't. Just call him Bandit. Do you think the nickname Bandit would have stuck had you become an accountant?
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I guess there's still time. I'm not retired yet.
You grew up in South Lake?
Yep.
What was life like as a child growing up in South Lake Tahoe?
So my parents worked at the resort, so it's kind of like my daycare.
Heavenly?
Heavenly.
Okay.
Yep. And, they'd drop me off and go about work, and I just had my own little backyard.
It's a beautiful backyard.
Great backyard.
Do you ski and board?
I just ski.
Just skied.
Yeah.
Now, how much of your life was just, I just want to ski? Is everything based around that still or no?
It was for a long time, and that's how I ended up at the resorts. And then the more and more I got into operating snowcats, it kind of switched. It transitioned a lot to like becoming something I was super passionate for, and like endless involvement. Like you're always learning. There's always more to be done. Like as technology changes, like you can adapt with it and like influence the mountain in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of switched more, and now I kind of just ski like more leisurely.
Do you prefer to ski out of bounds? Do you like to do your own hiking or no?
No, I'd say I'm in the smaller camp there. Like most people like to do hiking and stay away from the crowds and stuff. I don't know. There's a chairlift there. It's going to take me to the top. I'm good on that. Just some easy groomers.
I mean, preaching to the choir on that one. Eddie and I, we're not going anywhere. Are you a great skier?
I wouldn't consider myself a great skier, but at the same time, it feels like second nature to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You're not worried about any mountain that you're going down?
No,
Yeah.
I don't even think about it.
You're a good skier. How'd you lose your front tooth?
Skiing's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you replace it?
I probably should. I was thinking gold. Yeah.
I got a guy.
Oh,
His name's Gator.
count me in.
He'll do anything. Is it a single? Oh, you got two?
There's two, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it happens.
What's the dental plan over there at Palisades?
Well, we have good dental, but this is cosmetic.
What?
It's not a dental emergency.
That seems like an emergency.
Yeah.
You're like a hockey player.
Yeah, people call me Slapshot.
Bandit's got all the nicknames. Are you somebody that parties? I only ask that because you have ladies' hands choking you on your... By the way, when you were flipping through the book at the tattoo parlor, what made you stop on that page?
And just thought it looked hard. Or how about, I knew you were going to ask me about it, so I got it especially for you.
Is that your newest tattoo?
That is actually my newest tattoo.
Okay. My question is this a job that says, you know what, since you're bundled up all the time, we don't care that a woman is trying to strangle you?
My boss, I think, was concerned when I got it, but he just has to deal with my shit.
Does it mean anything other than what it looks like it means?
I don't know. I thought it looked good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like
that's most tattoos.
You're not throwing a W up or anything
like
that.
West Side.
Right. It's none of that. It's just straight up like, listen, I'm into some kinky stuff. It's a dangerous line of work that you're in. Is it dangerous? I'm just guessing that it's dangerous.
So, I mean, obviously there's danger involved, but we mitigate that risk with professionalism and skill.
Mm-hmm.
So no one gets hurt. I don't think anyone's been hurt in our department in Palisades a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, situations to avoid and things that come up, but I'd say there's risk, but it's mitigated.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
36. Now, have you noticed that as you're getting older, that you're aware of danger more and more?
I'd say with everything except for snowcatting.
Okay. But all right, so you're not fearless anymore.
No, definitely not.
Groomer's report sounds so bad. Are you upset that the term groomer has been appropriated by pedophiles?
I don't know if they appropriated it. It is something that I definitely would like to change, because not just because of that. It also doesn't really encompass what we do, because it seems like we just kind of go up and down the mountain and groom it out. But there's so much more to the job. I think slope maintenance would be much more apt of a term.
Oh, yeah. You brought a model. Show me what you got here. Look at this toy.
It's a little model snowcat that Piston Bully sent for you guys.
You giving this to me?
Yeah.
Guess who I'm giving it to?
Who are you giving it to?
My son.
I'm sure
he's going to love it. The winch can go back. It spins around forward or backwards?
Yeah, so that whole winch on the top actually spins around the machine.
Okay.
And the whole winch assembly is pulled from there. And so like you can turn around while you're still hooked up, and that will be swiveling around you, but pointed in the same direction to whatever you're hooked up to. And so you can winch yourself up backwards, forwards. You can also use it on a side hill, like be sideways on a steep hill if you have to turn or like cut in somewhere, and you can pull tension and actually feel it kind of level you out so you don't walk out of your tracks on a side hill. And so we'll use winches not just on steep slopes. It just gives you unlimited traction. So we'll use it to move like a lot of snow, just like up on like high traffic areas, even on like what you'd consider a bunny slope. And then another thing we'll do is we'll just use it for traction for backing up we'll strip a whole hillside to repair like mountain run or something. And so you're just using the winch to back up to grab more snow to push downhill. if it's not a run that you're trying to maintain.
You guys can strip a hill.
Absolutely. You can strip. We do it all the time. After like you consider like places that you know are going to get filled in with the next storm, but you know you need a bunch of snow on this run for it to survive to the end of the year. We've had like 3 winches hooked up like side by side, each with their own doze lane, just stripping, and then cats pushing that out below them.
How many inches base do we need to be like, you can pretty much go anywhere you want on the mountain? You don't have any fears today of smashing into something that's going to kill you?
Usually it kind of varies depending where you're going. Like 2 years ago, we could drive wherever we wanted. And like we were grooming stuff I've never seen groomed. But like some areas are always going to be kind of stripped and wind loaded. And so it kind of takes mountain knowledge to know like where you can go and when. But these actually, Piston Bully has this cool system called SnowSat with LiDAR. And so I can see how much snow is around me in 165 feet in all directions. And so it shows me that on a screen in my cat.
Even in dead of night, you have perfect vision.
Yeah, and so like on super gnarly storm days, I'm literally just looking at the blade in front of me in my SnowSat screen, and it's telling me exactly where I am when I'm plowing the ridges. So I don't even need to see where I am. I can just look at that screen and plow the snow. And then also you'll use it to like patch areas. Like I can see there's 6 inches here, but there's 5 feet over here. I'll take all this snow and put it over there.
You listen to music or podcasts? What's your druthers in there?
I do podcasts. I listen to a lot of electronic music because, like I said, they have subwoofers in the cats. That's nice. It's come a long way from when we started.
Oh, man, you're having like your own little rave up there.
Absolutely. But then another thing, we actually talk to each other a bunch on the phone. Just like, how's it going over there? Just
if you're driving up at night and you're in a blizzard and you've got your screens, you're not looking out the window at all, because that doesn't do anything for you. It's pitch black and it's a blizzard. But like if there were, some 9-year-old just stuck in the snow in front of you, would it show up on your screen at all?
No, the screen does not pick up the 9-year-olds.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had an issue yet, though.
No, I know you haven't. I just can't imagine. Like, there's help, and you're like, nothing I can do, kid. And then you pat them down. Before
the technology like this, like the method was when it was too windy where you literally couldn't see, you'd stop and wait for a little break in the wind and then move forward again. But now we don't need to do that anymore. But there's always obstacles and stuff to be aware of. Like if you're even a little off, like storm nights like that will really take it out of you because it's just hyper focused on everything at all times. What's in front of you, what's behind you if you're backing up. And then you got to drive home after, and like you kind of just...
And you're still listening to rave music that whole time?
Generally.
Did you run over Jeremy Renner with your snowplow?
He had his own. He did that to himself.
It was a Piston Bully, wasn't it?
It was an old Piston Bully machine that he owned, but it was very old with outdated parking brakes. And actually, I was there for a SnowSat thing not too long ago, and he came and visited the factory, and he's looking into buying a new one. And I did ask, did you show him the new parking brakes?
No. What kind of gas mileage do they get?
Depending on what you're doing, like a winch will burn much more diesel because you're putting the machine under like much more load consistently, trying to move snow uphill or just using the winch itself. And in like one shift, I'll probably burn like 50 gallons.
Can you get stuck in one?
Absolutely.
Does it happen all the time?
It's operator error almost every time.
Do you have to get yourself out, or do you have to call for help?
Someone calls me usually.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, I'll be there in a bit. Sometimes I make them sit a little extra long, make them think about what they did. It depends on the situation.
Are they just trying to move too much snow?
Too much snow, if the snow's too soft. The type of snow consistency is so drastic compared to like fresh powder, ice, or slush in the spring. And like all that has to be considered with every task that you're doing.
So you groom black diamonds all the time. I guess I always thought some of the steepest slopes weren't groomed. And you have something that you can hook to at the top of the mountain that's like placed for that, and you're just like, oh, I hope this will hold.
I welded it, so I hope it holds. But some of the winch picks, that's what we do in the summers. We install winch picks in like certain areas. Like we kind of operationally come to a conclusion, like it would be good to groom this, even though it's steep, to promote less traffic in this other area. Like it's all thought of. And so, yeah, we groom a lot of steep runs every night, and it's important to groom the steep runs every night with a winch because since it's steep, a lot of people like just side slip the snow off of them. And if you want to keep it open to the end of the year, we're open late. Like you have to winch it every night. You have to move all that snow back uphill.
And it's so windy up there at night. Is that terrifying? Yeah. I mean, nobody ever just gets blown off in the dark.
I've definitely been blown over. Like you don't want to be close to your tracks. You definitely hold on with both hands when you're getting in and out. I'd say the biggest thing is don't open your door facing the wrong direction to get out to hook up.
Okay.
The wind will rip it right off.
Because it can be blowing up to 100 miles an hour.
Oh, no problem. And then you're climbing up on that tower in the middle of the night and hooking up.
You climb up on the tower, just the metal rungs. You have gloves on? What are you doing?
Depends how lazy I am. I mean, I know I'm getting back in a nice fancy snowcat with a subwoofer and a heated seat. And so it's a timing thing. I usually regret not wearing them.
How long would it take me? Let's just say I have good work ethic and I want to get into this business. How long till I'm driving a piston bully up the side of a mountain? How long does that take from day one to I'm in the cockpit of my own piston bully?
We try and hire a few, we call them never-evers. We try and hire a few never-evers every year, and we have them do ride-alongs and some trainings and stuff first. But I mean, they're usually in a cap pretty quick in the base area.
Okay.
But the difference of that to like when you're actually a good operator that's aware of everything going on around you, like all the implements on your machine, the product you're leaving, the way your machine affects the surface, is usually about like 5 years.
Okay.
Some people pick it up real quick. Some people never pick it up.
It's a complicated machine?
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
What's the pay structure for this? First year in the piston bully, this is what I can expect to make if I'm going to be a full-time employee.
So I mean, we have a groomer apprentice position, and that's like pretty low, like 23 an hour.
Okay.
And then our groomer 3 position, which is like our more advanced operators that have been there a long time and know the mountain, know the machines, that goes up to 36. I believe, at Palisades.
Uh-huh.
And then, up from there. So, I mean, it can be a career. It can be something to look forward to. And then, I mean, you can work for the snowcat manufacturer, piston bully. Like, there's options.
Does piston bully give you a taste of the action here?
Paid?
Yeah.
No, they just give me this flannel.
Oh, man, they need to up their game.
No, they're nice to me. I'm on their official operator team. So I was chosen to be one of, I think it's 25 in North America. They're growing that number, and I help them teach classes, and I help them with R&D and stuff like that. Yeah.
Now, do you build the jumps?
I used to.
Okay.
That's how I got my start.
You started on the mountain building the ramps in the parks.
Yep.
What does that entail?
So I started, with a rake in hand and a dream at 18 years old.
Okay.
At Heavenly. When you have that job, you work with the snowcats, and they push the snow and shape it, and you kind of fine tune it and help them like move features and stuff.
There are actual physical features underneath the jumps, or no?
No.
Okay.
Some resorts and places do that. It's called dirt work. And at Palisades, our half pipe is like that. So it's shaped like that underneath. But usually it's just snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, except for obviously the rails and stuff that you guys put on there.
Yep.
Okay, so you're just shaping it. Do you ever shape a jump and know that, I'm going to get some kids hurt on this one?
That's usually what you're trying to avoid. I mean, sometimes you kind of want to cater it to, like, is it a 3-day weekend? Do we have like bigger crowds of more beginner skiers and stuff like that? And you kind of like cater your park build schedule to like when that happens. And like later in the spring, as time goes on, like a lot of the locals will come from the other resorts when you're closing down, and you kind of just start ramping it up. Yeah, it's planned.
I got you. The thing that I find the most fascinating is that you guys have wenches on these piston bullies.
Yep.
These snow, and you're hanging off of a mountain, and you're high off of the ground to begin with. Do you just feel like you're straight up and down?
Yeah. So when we're on really steep things, like if I actually have to lean the seat back forward to the point where it's uncomfortable if you're on flat ground.
Kind of like you're using a squatty potty on the toilet.
Yeah. But I mean, when you're on the steeps, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's just holding you in place. And then, the other direction, like if you're on a super steep downslope hooked up, like I'm over 40 degrees. I think my record's 46.
Do you go forward down? Or do you always go
depending
backward
on the situation, depending what you're doing. I mean, yeah, so sometimes forward, sometimes backward. There's a harness in the piston bullies. You put that harness on and press a button, it sucks you to your seat, and then you kind of just, instead of trying to hold yourself up with your feet all night, just lean forward. So it depends what you're doing.
The snowcats that groom the mountains, what time do you guys start?
So we run 2 shifts.
Okay.
So one shift comes in like 3, 4 o'clock. They're usually there till midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And then a whole another crew takes over till opening, like midnight to 9 in the morning. But if it's like snowing super hard and we're trying to get like tracks and stuff open, they'll be there till like noon.
How much does a piston bully cost?
So, I mean, there's a bunch of different models.
Of course, I want to get all the bells and whistles, a beautiful one that you're hanging off a cliff on.
They're usually all around 500,000.
$500,000.
Depending what you get, up or down, yeah. It's around there.
$500,000
Each.
All the bells and whistles. How many does Palisades own?
I'd say
2 dozen? A dozen?
30 to 40.
Okay.
But our primary fleet of like state-of-the-art cats that we run every night is like 15 to 20.
Any girls drive any of these cats?
Yeah, we have 2 on staff this year.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it seems like it's a pretty male-dominated workforce. Do you consider yourself like a truck driver or no?
No, not really, because you're not like, I mean, the Germans call it driver, but I feel like it's a weird translation. We're more of an operator.
Well, you guys peeing and pooping on the mountain?
I try not to
Well,
poop
of
on the
course
mountain.
you try not to.
That's a bad day.
I know.
It only goes 9 miles an hour.
It's not the worst day.
You're not going to make it back.
A pooping in the mountain is not the worst day. That's actually kind of pretty.
Don't eat the snow. I pee everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. Do you get sleepy up there?
If you stay on your schedule, you're usually good. But like the graveyard guys, like sometimes they'll kind of switch their schedule. Like when I was on that shift, I would switch my schedule to hang out with friends or family on the weekend. And if you did that, like it'll wreck you over time. I mean, my new schedule is going to be 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I'm going to come in and help out with graveyard and then ski and check the product in the morning, then do admin work.
I guess 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. is not the craziest thing, but you have to go to bed. You have to be on a schedule.
You just have to stay on your schedule. And if you don't, you're in trouble.
Have you ever flipped a cat?
No, they're actually very hard to flip.
Well, not if it's vertical.
No, I mean, no, you'd be surprised. They're very hard to flip.
Has a winch ever snapped? Let's not say on a piston bully, but on any.
No, on any machine, your winch cable can snap, but it's almost always due to operator error in one sense or another. So you have to be cognizant of how much cable you have out and where it is. Like if you hook up here and you make a couple turns and then you're like, well, are there rocks in that area? And then also, is the snow very soft? Is my cable going to be cutting through this down to rocks here?
Do you know where all the rocks are?
All of them? No, I find a new one with my blade every year.
What's that cost to fix? Something?
The blade?
Yeah.
Usually the blade's fine, unless your face hits the windshield, and then it's more expensive.
Uh-huh.
But the winch cable snapping is, like, you can adjust how much tonnage you're putting on it.
How many tons can your cat move?
You talking the winch tonnage?
No,
or like
just
pushing snow?
Pushing.
Oh, that's the metric we all want, but we don't know how to figure that one out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But if, in theory, if it snapped when you were at the top of it, what would happen? Wouldn't you just go falling
It happens. It's happened to me. You go for a ride backwards.
down a huge mountain?
Yeah. And so, I mean,
It doesn't flip, though?
it doesn't flip. Like you start sliding and then,
Are you going 100 miles an hour?
yeah, you go fast. I mean, I don't know what my land speed backwards record is, but
Were you like, oh, this is it, I'm done?
no, I mean, you don't have time to think about that. You have to get the machine under control depending like what's behind me. Is it a lift tower, something like that? And so, you stick the corner of your wing in and then that'll help turn your machine and then engage your tracks and then you're searching for traction. And then since you're still moving quick, like you kind of got to ride it out and steer with the blade on the front.
It's like a plane in a tailspin.
Yeah, exactly. It's quick. It's over fast.
Frightening.
I mean, I stare at them every night. I'm so happy I'm talking to you because I stare at you guys, your little lights in your camera. I wonder what the fuck they're doing right now. Look at them, just all day long, every day. What about do you get along with the people that blow up stuff, the Dynamite Boys?
Yeah, the patrol.
Yeah.
We have a good relationship with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
They seem to, be a little overly amped up, especially the guys that have the big cannon where they're straight up just shooting.
The avalanchers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they think they're cool, but they can't get up to their job without me giving them a ride.
Mm-hmm. Let them know. Do you look at those ice road trucker pussies and laugh to yourself about how much more dangerous your job is?
I don't really think about like my job's more dangerous, so I'm cooler. I just think you're just sitting in a truck and driving. I don't know. I feel like there's so much more going on in my job that I don't know their job that well, but it doesn't seem as fun.
They get to masturbate constantly, which seems cool.
Well, I guess, yeah, you only need one hand for the wheel, huh?
Do you have a steering wheel? What's your mechanism in there?
So your left hand is on 2 levers, and there's a neutral and a forward and a back. And so if it's neutral, that track's not moving. You move that lever forward, it's forward, back to neutral, and back. And so each lever controls one track.
Mm-hmm.
And so your left hand drives, and your right hand's on the joystick. And you have a couple things like you have a potentiometer or whatever, that doesn't matter. But most things are on your joystick, and you have all the buttons control everything else on the joystick. Moving the blade, moving the tiller, adjusting your winch, tiller depth of cut, everything else is off the joystick on the right.
You hook your winch up illegally to trees and stuff like that all the time?
It's not manufacturer recommended, but we have plenty of trees we trust.
Okay. You have trees that you trust.
Yeah. You have to take into consideration the snow levels. Like if it's a really deep year, you're hooking higher up on the tree. And so you don't want to snap that over.
Ah.
Yep.
You got to think about that. You didn't think about that.
No, closer to the base.
You got to get to the base. You ever find a body?
Never found a body.
They always say every year in Tahoe, they'll find 3 or 4 people in the, deep in a snow well.
Tree wells are definitely
Tree
dangerous.
wells.
Yeah.
Every year they say they find somebody once everything thaws out.
Oh,
You never been stuck in a tree well? It's
Yes.
terrible.
But I've always gotten out,
I can tell.
right? I don't get people that won't survive. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't go like this. You don't want to be upside down. That's the thing. You don't want to be upside down.
That's what I meant. You never been stuck upside down in a tree well?
Yeah, I've been upside down, but
It's rough.
there was ways for me to get myself to a better position. Then the panic sets in. You get real hot. Then I get diarrhea. That's a weird instinct, but it's happened. It's happened on the mountain. One time I hit my tailbone so hard on a box, and I immediately was like, oh, I got to shit.
I've done the same. Yeah. Yeah.
It's bad. There's nothing worse. Do you have photos and stuff in your own piston bully there? Do you get to hang stuff, or do you have to get into a different one every night?
I mean, usually we try and keep people in the same machines.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you're only trading it off with one guy at shift change. But that way, like you're more intimate with all the moving parts and stuff. You're like, I feel this vibration. Like maybe this is something I need to talk to the mechanics about. Or, it comes back out to winch cables too. Like I know we've been pulling real hard in these past couple 100 meters. Like maybe it's time to trim this. And if you only have one other person you're keeping that dialogue up with, then it's a better end result for the machine.
You're not putting adult content up in there, though, are you?
I mean, we probably take it down.
Okay. Is there a way to completely avoid avalanches on groomed runs?
With all the experience and knowledge from all the generations past that have worked there and things that they've seen and data that's been logged and recorded, and then, I mean, even our staff, the grooming staff as well, we do a pretty good job to make sure that there's no danger for staff or anyone, and like all the risk is mitigated. But there's always going to be avalanches on a hill like that, just not during operation hours.
That's one of the reasons I'm never thrilled about going out of bounds, right, or just hiking up. So I'm like, I don't want to deal with this.
Well, yeah, then you gotta dig a pit and you gotta check the snow conditions, take some avalanche courses, carry a beacon.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm not carrying a beacon. I'm not carrying a shovel. I'm not doing any of this stuff. I'm a resort person. I get it. I know where I'm at in life.
On storm days, we wear beacons at night in the machines.
Should I be writing something on my kids' helmets, like call mom and their phone numbers? I think I should be doing that.
If it's a high avalanche day, it's not bad practice to have your kids wear beacons.
You ever hear about this is my invention that I want someone else to do. I just want on some of the big jumps, I want one of those signs that shows how fast you're going, like when you're driving your car, this is your speed, so that you can tell us the speed that we should be going to hit this jump. Don't you think that would save a lot of people?
I actually don't, because so much more of it is, I mean, it does make sense, and maybe it would be helpful for some.
A range. I just need to go, because I'm always like, should I slow down? And then if I slow down too much, now I land on the top, and that's just horrible. Because I'm not good enough to really be in the parks, but I am good enough to go over almost any jump and land on the downslope if I'm going fast enough.
But a lot of it too is like, do you pop off the lip?
I pop a little.
Well, see, if you pop a lot, then you're going to go further. If you pop too much.
I get it, but you should be able to give me a healthy range of like, this is how fast you should go to clear the gap.
Well, so you know what you should do?
What?
Just make a friend hit it in front of you, and you follow him, and you see if he hit it or not.
I have a photo of me back when I was youngster. I went big. There was times I went big. I'm upside down. I'm doing things.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but don't. That's a fair question.
Yeah.
I've done some flailing.
Absolutely.
Oh, I've done some flailing.
Yep.
I've landed on my back, just everything exploded. I shattered a snowboard in half on a jump before. That's not fun. Do you get frustrated with tourists, or do you just kind of like, no, that's the necessary evil of living in a beautiful place?
It's both. I can do both, right?
Do you have a bumper sticker that says "fuck your second home"?
No, I usually just pass them going real fast. They wouldn't be able to read it anyways.
You know, and I tell people that get snobby with me, I say, first of all, let's be clear, my real estate portfolio is well past 2. Then I say, this is my first home, and every other place is where I have to live because of work.
Yeah, but see, I feel like maybe that's not the tourists that we all get frustrated with either. Like,
okay.
Like sometimes just the amount of tourists or the ones that aren't paying attention. Like you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, right?
Yeah.
And you know how to drive in the snow. Sounds like you're not the problem.
I live for it. Okay.
Yeah.
And don't think I'm not burning out, spinning my car as much as I can whenever I
Absolutely.
can. God, I love it. I'm a Florida boy. So you put me in snow, I just get excited. I slide everywhere. Even my driveway, I try to slide in sideways. Oh, it's fun.
The only time we go to church, use the parking lot.
Yep. One time I was in Palisades parking lot. I got a video of this. I got my 2 kids in the back. We were going to some fucking stupid disco tubing or something. It was a huge storm and it was canceled, but they didn't send me an email to tell me it was canceled. So I just show up there at night and I'm in the parking lot and there's a sign on the door that says, sorry, there's no disco tubing. But my wife forced me to go and bring the kids. Anyway, I got the 2 kids in the back of the Subaru and there's a huge snowman in front of us in the parking lot. And I go, guys, I'm going to kill the snowman. And my kid's like, don't do it, Dad. I'm like, we're going to kill it. And I floored at this snowman. Right before I get to it, I realize, what if somebody put this around a pole? Here we go! Hey, my kid screamed. We went right through it. There was no pole. Oh, we flew through it. It was big, too. It was fun.
We have a couple people on staff that actively seek them out and try and run them over with the cats because sometimes they'll be built like near the bottom lifts and stuff.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy life. You gotta turn into a child occasionally.
Tosh Show.
This message is sponsored by Raycon. Now that the holidays are over, it's the perfect time to upgrade your gear for the new year. I've been using Raycon's Everyday Earbuds Classics, and they're amazing. I've also given a few pair away. Don't be mad, Raycon. It's a good gift. That's why I give it away. Okay? You can keep sending me some. I've been using Raycon's Everyday Earbuds Classics, and they're amazing. Super clear sound and easy to wear all day for music, podcast, or calls. They block out distractions while still feeling comfortable, making them ideal for everyday use. They have all the features you could want. Noise cancellation, you can pair with 2 devices at once, and ergonomic fit that actually stays in your ear where it belongs. The Everyday Earbuds Classics are here to help you crush your New Year goals. Raycon audio products are having a site-wide sale this January. Go to buyraycon.com/Tosh to get 20% off everything. That's buyraycon.com/Tosh. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring.
Tosh Show.
Teach me some good ski mountain slang that I might not know.
Ski mountain slang.
Come on, Bandit.
I mean, you know what a jerry is, right?
A jerry?
Yeah.
What's a jerry?
A jerry's a gaper. You know what a gaper is?
No, what's a gaper?
A gaper. Oh, geez, you're not a gaper, are you?
You very well could be talking to a gaper.
This is more of someone that's skiing, snowboarding around that doesn't know what they're doing. That's some slang.
No, I'm definitely probably fall into the gaper category. You want to know who I am as a rider now? I won't go unless there was at least 6 inches the night before.
Choosy.
Yeah.
Why not?
I just want to put on, I want to ride my little fish. I just want to ride powder. And I'm just like, that's it.
Well, that's because you haven't seen my corduroy.
He's got sweet corduroy. That's what they call it?
Yeah, the corduroy, like the fresh pass from a cat.
Fresh pass from the cat.
Yeah.
I got to check out his corduroy, guys. I'm learning.
There's a lot of snowcat terms that are like specific to that.
Mm-hmm.
When you have like a blade full of snow, we'll call that like a wad.
A wad?
Yeah, wad. Yeah, stacking wads.
Now, you work at Palisades, and we all know that it used to be called squaw, which was a derogatory term for an indigenous female. I don't know exactly, but I know that people, as a resident of Tahoe City, listening to people like, I'm never going to call it Palisades. I'm like, why, you idiot? But did it bother you, or were you fine with it when they changed the name?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some people that'll never get over it. Like, I mean, if that's the hill you want to die on, so be it. But I pull up, it's the same place. It's the same place with the same people.
Do you know all the names to all the stupid names to the runs? I've never been a person that learns the names, but yet when I hear skiers and riders talking, it's not my thing. Eddie does it. He's like names all the, we're going to go down Cat's Paw and then take a left on Fux's name. I don't get it.
There's too many names. I mean, even the staff, like, we don't even get along on what the names are. The old timers call it something. Patrol calls it something else. We try to, with our grooming reports, we keep it consistent so the public knows where the machines have been and what time and stuff. But no, too many names. And then, I mean, if you're somewhere like Palisades, like I feel like each rock and chute has its own name.
There's
I can't keep up.
Every single different path you take has a different name. My wife doesn't like Palisades, and I'm going to tell you why. 2 years ago, there was a huge dumping, and she went the day after, and there was an area that was eventually marked off to stop going, but all these snowboarders were going and getting stuck in like neck-deep powder, and they were all, and my wife gets claustrophobic, and I saw her on my phone. I was like, oh, here she is. And like an hour and a half later, she had moved maybe 3 feet. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a bad report when she gets home from the house. I was back with the kids. But she was just stuck and panicked for hours. That happens a lot.
I mean, Palisades, usually the steeper it is, the more you can get away with it. But I'd say 2 years ago was an anomaly. I mean, it just didn't stop snowing.
I know.
Yeah.
Can you go out in any condition?
We have to.
Every day?
Yeah, 2 shifts. We have to. I mean, there's certain conditions, like we're waiting, like they have avalanche mitigation systems called GazX that they'll use, and they trigger those remotely. Have you seen those stacks coming out of the ground?
Yeah.
So like with all the like knowledge and experience from all the staff there over all the years, like they generally know like what's going to slide and when. And so we have what's called a restriction sheet. And so it's like X amount of snow in X amount of area. This area is now on restriction until the GazX is launched or Patrol does avalanche mitigation work. And so we go out and base things around that. And we actually go out in areas where you kind of have to claw your way up a road just to get to the top. And no matter the weather, if your machine's not up there, also acting as like a form of avalanche mitigation to keep those roads open and kind of keep that snow pushed down, then you'll lose access to it. And if you completely lose access to those areas, then you have to wait for Patrol to get there by other means, like usually a troop carrier around the other way, and then slowly like open it. And like that's in the worst storms. So if we don't go out in every condition, then things won't open the next day.
Yeah. Hey, you like that gondola they made to connect Alpine?
The base to base?
Yeah, you like the base to base?
Let's just say it made my job a little more interesting. Lots more to dig out up there.
Are you digging out everything in between?
No, so at the top area, because it's got that unload at the top of KT.
I know. I didn't know about that unload until the first time I rode it.
That area during storms is already, it takes a lot of work. We have staff that has to be there around the clock every storm and like up on that ridge digging. And it added a bunch of work for us. And hey, it's job security. I like it.
Okay.
And it's also nice, like, I'm too lazy to get in the car. I have to go over to Alpine. Fine.
What's your favorite mountain besides one you work at to ride at?
Right, I really like Kirkwood. I grew up skiing Kirkwood a bunch.
You did do it.
Yeah.
Everyone that's in the know goes to Kirkwood, but it's obviously, a full hour and a half from Heavenly?
It's like 45 minutes from my house in Gardnerville.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's further south. It's where the cool people go. It's not really on Lake Tahoe. It's got much steeper terrain.
Not than Palisades. Palisades is the place. For sure.
Okay.
Like if you want the goods, the best terrain, it's Palisades.
Okay. You're you know what you are right now.
Yeah.
You're a shill. You're a shill of who you once.
Yeah, I could look. I'm just saying I could work at Kirkwood and I'd drive half as far.
Yeah, but Kirkwood doesn't have the same type of length of season.
Also, that's a big factor.
Right.
The reason I like a longer season is because I get a snowcat more, but it also changes the way I operate the machine and like have my staff as well. And so we're not just grooming the runs. We actively are rebuilding and pushing and thinking about the long season. And so like the amount of projects that we do at Palisades with the machines every night is, I'd say, pretty varied from a lot of resorts where they're kind of just, grooming the runs and maybe the ramps and calling it. Like we actively do massive projects to keep that place open through the end of May.
Whenever I take the, the big gondola in the summertime up to the ice skating rink.
Oh, the tram.
The tram. Whenever I take the tram, how that's built and the people that build that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Hans Burkhardt stood in that base area, long time ago and pointed up at the top of the steepest rock and said, put the first tower there. I don't know. I always wanted the same thing. It's crazy.
It's just bonkers.
Yeah.
And then I see families with little kids that climb up it.
Yep.
I'm just happy that my kids don't have like any drive.
Also, I'm sure I could put in a word. You could drive a truck up if you want in the summer. I'll get you in.
I know that you can drive up, but the people that hike that mountain, it's just baffling what we can do. You got to see this tram, where they built it. It's just so terrifying.
And when they put it in a long time ago.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe it needs to be updated.
They service it.
Okay.
California has you have to do like X percentage service on each lift, like mandated every year.
Good.
We have a really big lift maintenance team.
Good. Here, I got you some stuff from the show. This I don't know what this is. Oh, these are some new headphones that this company sent us. Raycon. I don't need them, but I think you're gonna love them. These are something Ridge. They're doing something with keys. You get that?
Do something with keys.
Superpower. I don't know what they are. They're a hoodie. You're gonna love that. Can you bring a blanket into your
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, bring a blanket in there. Lola, you're gonna love it. Get that off my desk. Oh man, we got some good stuff here. And just some other stuff that we found. Sweatshirts and things. There's a Tosh Show beanie. Look at that. There's some randoms. Oh, man. Do you like the Dolphins?
Not too big into sports.
No, you'll love the Dolphins. Start cheering for them. There's one Dolphin sweatshirt at the bottom. I just can't. I never like that salute to the troops, when they do that green.
Yeah,
you get this one, the weird camo. Mm-hmm. That's no good. I don't like it. Here, you'll love it.
Biggest Dolphins fan now.
Thank you. Cheer for the Dolphins. Hey, we'll take any fan we can get. Put all of that on the floor. Okay. I hope you brought a big bag to travel home in.
No, the headphones are good because we actually talk to each other on the phone a bunch at night.
Those are the best new headphones in the market. What's this? Do you do any exercise?
Not enough.
You don't need to anymore. Collagen peptides? Bubs Natural? Oh man, I can't believe I'm giving away Bubs Natural. You're going to love it.
It should help. My job is to sit in a chair and stare out of a window, so maybe some exercise would be good.
What do you enjoy doing for fun outside of being on the mountain?
I like driving cars. Driving cars is fun. And the commute to work is fun. Sometimes I'll just take, little rips.
You go fast when you're driving to work there in the mountains?
Does CHP listen to this?
Yeah. I mean, some of them do. It's not like they can't give you a ticket retroactively. Are you a good snow driver?
Yeah, I made it 2 years ago during that crazy winter. I live in Gardnerville, actually, and work at Palisades.
How long of a commute is that?
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it seems long.
Record's 47 minutes.
You're doing it every day, both sides?
It's 6 days a week.
What do you think about chains? Hey, did you ever have a car that required chains?
No.
No. Neither. I won't do it either.
I've always had Subarus growing up.
Same here.
I just got a Polestar. It works fine.
I loved my Subaru. Always good in the mountains. You ever been stuck on a chairlift? At what point would you be like, I'm jumping off?
I debated it once. I was riding Kirkwood. I was real high up. I was like, this might be worth 2 broken legs. But I was at Kirkwood, and there was a generator building. This is a long time ago. And I was stuck on the chairlift for like an hour and 45 minutes. And they had to roll these generator trucks to each lift to get them going, which at Palisades, we have backup generators for each lift. So if the power goes down, they'll turn up that. Each lift has their own. They can run them all at the same time.
How does the chairlift go down, go around the big wheel, but it can slow down and stop and the gaps don't change? Is it unhooking from the wire?
Exactly. So those are called detachables.
Okay.
And so it has a grip system that mechanically is activated when it hits the turnstile.
Uh-huh.
And it detaches, and then a separate thing carries it around. I say things, I don't know. I'm Snow Tractor Man. But
no,
it detaches.
but you're telling me right now.
And,
okay.
And then the grip hooks back up before it takes off again.
Okay, so it's not bolted in. Because I've always been like, how is this able to slow down but still go around the wheel? Do you put the safety, the arm thing down on a chairlift or no?
It depends if I'm clocked in or not.
Oh, you're supposed to if you work there.
Yep.
Ah, that's why I always hate it when an employee jumps on next to me.
Yep.
Now I'm banging. Meanwhile, I got my little kid there. I'm like, let him hang.
Yeah. Actually, I think there's a new "Don't Let Kids Hang" protocol that they're pushing on us this year.
Yeah. Well, my kid likes it. He likes to have it up.
Usually, it's a discussion. Like you ask people, like, "Would you like this down?"
No, I always say I would not.
Yeah, I'm like me either.
Discussion over.
Yeah.
All right, Bandit. I hope you have a safe season. Appreciate it. Thanks
Yeah.
for being on the show.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Tosh Show.
I want to thank Bandit for being on the show. Carl? You like Bandit, don't you? You know he's missing 2 front teeth? I wonder what he got for Christmas. You know who got 2 front teeth for Christmas? Tom Brady. Anytime he's calling a game and I just see those horse veneers, I'm just going like, whoa.
Santa was real good to him.
Why would he do that? It makes him talk different.
It does.
You can tell that his mouth hasn't adjusted to the teeth that are in it. Let's do our plugs. Patreon for those fans that just say, I feel guilty not giving you money. It's patreon.com/Tosh Show.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Huh. And then toshshowstore.com. Get yourself some merch. Get yourself a mug. My first farewell tour. Tickets on sale now to all shows. Will we be adding shows? Probably. But get them while they're hot. Come to my show. Say hi to us. Bring Carl a treat. He likes pussy. Speaking of pussy, my wife's cousin,
Yes.
still looking for love.
Still looking. We got some voicemails.
Let's hear him.
I'm a lift mechanic over in South Lake Tahoe, and I'm very interested in getting to know Panda. I'm 5'5", Caucasian. I think we'd get together well on a vacation. No reason. Got to just find out. All right. Good to get to know you.
I mean, I like him.
Yep.
I need a lift mechanic in our circle.
Yeah, 5'5".
5'5" is a huge deal breaker. She will not be interested in that.
Would maybe tease it along a little bit.
She's 5'8".
5'8".
She's 5'8". She can't go out with somebody 5'5", but he's in South Lake and he's a lift mechanic, so I'm sure he can raise himself up a few inches.
Let's play the next one.
What else you got?
Hey there, Panda and Daniel. I'm a 43-year-old Caucasian male,
Okay.
5'11", 180 pounds, with an athletic build. No kids, never married.
Okay.
Pretty liberal, but I'm not a pussy.
Well,
I'm originally from South Louisiana, but
thank
I live
goodness.
on the Strip in Las Vegas currently. I deal and play poker for a living, and I also work at Allegiant Stadium for the Raiders. I've lived the bachelor life since my last major relationship, but I'm more than willing to settle down with the right person. And from what I've heard and seen about Panda, I feel that I'd be pretty fortunate to get to know her at an involved level. And Daniel,
What?
well, I've been a fan since the debut of Tosh.0. I think us getting along would just occur naturally. I went to the last couple shows that you and Eddie did at the Cosmo and had a great time, albeit I was by myself. Perhaps maybe next time Panda can accompany me. In any case, Panda, I truly believe we could help bring each other happiness, and I wish you the best either way. And I appreciate any consideration.
Okay. I don't like people when they're this sincere.
Makes us feel uncomfortable.
It's awkward. We're going to have to tighten that up. He lives on the Strip. Does that mean what I think it means? Or do you think he actually lives in a nice high rise? I'm hoping he just lives in a nice high rise as a professional poker player. He also works at Allegiant Field, home to Tom Brady's Teeth's Raiders. I mean, yeah, he's all right. He's going to shows. He's seen us perform multiple times alone. I don't know.
He needs somebody to share his off time with.
I like a poker player too, though.
Kind of cool.
It is cool. It's depressing because he'll definitely piss through all of her money at some point. It's fun about being married to a poker player. I would like to just watch the argument where it's like, you don't understand. It was a 2-outer.
Yeah.
We can't go anywhere this year. It was a jack of clubs. That's all I had to dodge. We're gonna find her love. All right. I hated those options for Panda, but at some point I'm just gonna give up and pick somebody.
Right. At some point, we're just choosing.
Yep. See you next week.
Tosh Show.
Tosh Show.